everyone, it's Kamila. I hope you're all having a great day. If you're new here on the channel, we mostly do speed builds, and today we are building a fairy treehouses village. So I know that we don't have fairies in The Sims 4, unfortunately, but I figured that since there was a mod and since it's really what I wanted to build, I would do it anyway. So at first, I was going for a big fairy house that would be like alone in the woods, but I decided that this big house in the middle, because there's a tree in it, there's not that much space even if it looks pretty big from the outside. I decided that it would be more of a communal area and that I would add a lot of little house around it, and all these little houses have only one bedroom and one bathroom, so all the fairies kind of meet together to eat and to spend time in the living room in the big house in the middle, but when it's time to sleep, they go sleep in their own little space in their little house. So that's kind of the idea that I went for, and I really like how it came out. It's kind of special because all the houses are tied up together with stairs, and maybe it will seem unrealistic to some of you guys because I didn't add any columns, but I made it in a way that it seems like the trees are kind of making the house or houses be in the air, I would say. So it seems cool. Of course, it's not the most realistic thing because I really wanted it to look like it's in the trees, and yeah, the title is basically a tree house, so I didn't want to add like a lot of columns, and I thought it would probably look not bad, but not as good as without. So that's what I did, and I still think it looks really great. I added a lot of different trees. It really looks like an enchanted forest, I could say. There's pink trees, there's also red ones with a lot of different flowers, and I added this kind of not weird tree, but there's like little mushrooms and it seems a bit magical. You can see it probably at the bottom left, but I thought it was fitting very well. And I also used a lot of debug trees because a lot of them were kind of perfectly fitting for this house, and yeah, I really like that. So as I said, all the houses are tied up together with staircases and everything, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, the fairy mod won't really necessarily allow your Sims to fly. So don't worry, the build is fully playable and your Sims can access everywhere. So even if you don't necessarily like to have mods in your game and that you don't want to play with fairies, this treehouse would probably fit also ordinary Sims that are just normal, I could say, and that are not supernatural. Of course, the vibe is a bit magic, and yeah, I used a lot of Realm of Magic and the big windows with a lot of colors, so it's probably looking very magical, but you could probably use any type of Sims to live there. So yeah, of course it will be on the gallery as always, and I hope you will like the build. The interior, it was kind of the first time that I did an interior that looked like that on my channel. It's a bit more old looking, so I used these base game wallpapers that are looking pretty old, and yeah, I decided that each fairy would have a hobby, so they all have pretty different bedroom and bathroom. I didn't include all the bathrooms because it was a bit repetitive, and since there's one in each house, so there is 6 because there's also one in the commune house area, I could say. I didn't show all of them, but you will be able to see them in the screenshots. And yeah, I really like the end result. But what I was going to say, because I'm sorry, I feel like I'm a bit out of place, but since it was the first time that I built in this style or decorated in this style, I feel like it's not necessarily perfect, but you know, it's a first try and I still like how it came out. Of course, there are some little bedrooms that I like better than others. So yeah, there's one for a fairy that really likes music, another one for a fairy that likes to paint, another one for kind of a crafter. So I gave her the candles making table that we got with Eco Lifestyle, and she also has more the table to sculpt things. I guess that's what it is. I don't really use it when I play in the game, but I believe you can make chairs, tables, and everything. You can make a lot of different furniture with it. So I gave her these two tables. Another fairy really likes plants, so there's a lot of plants in her little apartment, I guess. I did include a lot of plants in the build itself, but it's even worse in her little bedroom. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with hers. And the last one is for a fairy that really likes books and she also likes to write. So I gave her the little journal thing that we got in Parenthood, I think. So yeah, she has that, and every fairy has her own personality. The little bridges that are making the access to every little houses are kind of decorated with a lot of candles and also plants. I also included a lot of the lanterns from Seasons because I felt like it was very fitting for a fairy themed build. I would have liked lanterns that would be a bit different, but it still looks great in my opinion. And of course, if you don't like them and you download this build, you can just remove them. But yeah, they're pretty colorful and I think they fit well. I just thought it was very fitting, the ambiance, and it's pretty fairy to me. This build, I got the inspiration from Sims 4 Creations or Sarah from this channel because she did a treehouse like 1 week ago, I think, and I thought of building a treehouse, and yeah, I just got inspired to do fairy treehouse, and that's what I did. And of course, it always ends up a bit bigger than I thought, so it ended up like a village. But it was a lot of fun. I had a pretty good time trying to decide every tree and also doing an interior that I'm not doing really often. It's always nice to try some things out, and I was really feeling like doing something magical, and it's probably going to be magical for my next build too, because I have a big project or a build project planned soon. I don't know when it will come out, but it's only 64 by 64. Oh, and by the way, this one is on a 50 by 50 in Willow Creek. But yeah, my next project is going to be even bigger, and I think that in the meantime I will probably do my video for my collab that I'm planning. Well, I'm not planning it, but I got invited for a collab, and it's kind of a relay, and you have like 10 minutes to do a part of the build, or a collaborative build, I guess. And everyone does 10 minutes, and after that we pass the build to each other. So this collab was organized by Chloe Strange. She was called Something Strange before, so you probably know her. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool idea, so I accepted, and it will probably be my last video if I'm not mistaken. I still don't know what is going to be my new upload schedule because I'm starting to work again, as I talked about in my last video, but for now I'm thinking it will be Friday, so that's why I'm uploading Friday this week, It's just a test. I will see what I will do, but I don't think I will be able to upload on Saturdays or Sundays like I did before, because I will be working every weekend and also two days during the week. So yeah, that's why there's a lot of changes and everything, and it makes me a bit sad because I would love to be able to continue to post 2 videos a week, but I don't think it will be possible. But if sometimes I'm doing smaller builds, I will probably do from time to time 2 videos a week if I feel like it and if I have the time, but the official upload schedule will be only 1 time a week. Oh, and I also wanted to say that I thought of including hampers in every single bedroom, and I will include a clothesline outside because I forgot it, but I will do that right away after doing the voiceover, and hopefully I won't forget. But I thought it would be pretty interesting to add that. And yeah, there's a lot of hobbies because every single fairy has a different one, so you have a lot to do on this lot. And I didn't include computers. I have a pretty old TV, but it's kind of the only technological thing that was added to the build because I thought that since the style is pretty old, it kind of made sense for me. And I don't have that much to say about this build once again. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I don't really like to comment on every single thing I do because, for example, I won't really talk about why I did put fairy lights or anything because it's just not really natural for me. Maybe I'll do it in the future, but for now it's not necessarily something that I'm very good at. So that's probably it for the build, but I also wanted to talk about my intro and YouTube banner because I'm currently searching for someone to do that. And yeah, I was thinking of someone, but then I noticed that it's not necessarily the style that I wanted at first, because when I started my channel back in February, I wanted something not anime, it's not necessarily the word for that, but I wanted something, I think it's called chibis, the little characters that are pretty cute with big faces. I really wanted that, but I never found someone. And also, I was kind of telling myself that if I started a YouTube channel but I didn't like it and I paid like $100 for an intro or a banner, it wouldn't necessarily be a good idea. But now that, it's been a while since I started my channel and I really want to invest in an intro and a new banner because I don't like what I did, just because I don't really have the skills. And you would really laugh if you knew how I made my intro. And yeah, I just want a bit of change. And I contacted an artist because I found someone who was able to do what I want, but she doesn't do intros, so I don't know if it's going to be possible. She's very good with animations, but she doesn't really do intros. She's more doing sceneries for Twitch and yeah, stuff like that. So I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I hope so. Finger crossed, because I really want to change that. I feel like it's not necessarily the most professional thing and also not that aesthetic. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to have someone to do that, because I don't have any clue how to do animation or anything. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about a little. And yeah, so I guess that would be it for today's voiceover. I hope you like the build. If it's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social medias. All the links will be down in the description. And you can also download this build on the gallery. My ID is KamilaYtb. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all a great day. Bye!
Taking just be. Don't take it. Taking just don't deep and live my life. Don't take it personal. I ain't lying. I ain't hiding. I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off screen. Taking time out to be and live my life. Hey. Taking just don't deep and live my life. Don't take it personal. We just building. It's my season. Lay foundation. Make a name for generations. Please and make a and take a break or a little vacation and chasing blues away. Hey, hey. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning or look like you always be working, soaking the moments you live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off Cards on the table, your turn to play. We can't turn back now, we know how this will go. It's so sad that I'm leaving, I just don't see no other way. And it seems like you feel the same. Could've had everything, but you had to go and mess it all up. Whatever you want me to do, yeah, you know that I won't do that. When you're saying those things to me, keep on making me misbehave. I don't want you. When you're making me feel this way, like I'm the one to blame. Nah, bringing it all up, it's time to get out. Everything's different, I know how this will go. I'm so sorry for leaving, I can't even believe it. Maybe we'll meet again. Could've had everything, but you had to go and mess it all up. Whatever you want me to do, yeah, you know that I won't do that. When you're saying those things to me, keep on making me misbehave. I don't want you. When you're making me feel this way, like I'm the one to blame. Nah, yeah, yeah. Saying bad things to me, saying bad things to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Saying bad things to me, saying bad things to me. Yeah, please just for once say that I'm right and you were wrong this time. Yeah, or maybe just leave me alone. Could've had everything, but you had to go and mess it all up. Whatever you want me to do, you know that